Your Excellency, this is now my letter. As a long-standing friend of the Russian Federation, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is deeply disturbed at your government's initiative of a special military operation in the territory of Ukraine, an independent republic. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines understands your articulation of the legitimate security considerations of the Russian Federation and your perspectives on the political situation in the region of Donbass, inclusive of the declaration of the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. However, your government's stance on the matters at hand, taken at its highest in your favor, cannot reasonably justify the special military operation upon which Russia has embarked. Self-evidently, the metaphoric horse and chariot have been driven through the Charter of the United Nations. Historically, the Russian Federation has been a staunch defender of the Charter of the United Nations, inclusive of the sacred principles of multilateralism, the peaceful settlement of disputes, sovereignty and independence, non-intervention and non-interference in another country's internal affairs. As a fellow defender of these principles, as a witness to the insidious effects of interventions and external aggressions across the developing world, and as a small island state whose independent existence depends on faithful global adherence to the letter and spirit of the United Nations Charter, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is urging your government to reflect with solemnity and reasonableness on these principles and others and cease the special military operation. I have been listening carefully to the views of the leaderships of countries globally. Overwhelmingly, world opinion is against your government's special military operation. Indeed, among true friends of Russia in the Caribbean, Latin America, Africa, Asia, and even in Europe, there is a near unanimous objection and opposition to your government's military operation. From our perspective, the special military operation is neither necessary nor desirable. Further, the special military operation will undoubtedly add much suffering to ordinary folks the world over, especially those who are still finding it very challenging to handle the pandemic, climate change, and natural disasters. The people of St. Vincent and Grenadines and the Caribbean will undoubtedly be affected adversely. Please let us give peace and diplomacy a real chance to succeed. In our view, the nobility of peace is far preferable than an ignoble military adventure. I'm aware that some Western countries are engaged in naked hypocrisy and doublespeak, and their history of neocolonialism, imperialism, and interventionist adventurism undermines their self-righteous proclamations. But their ongoing agendas and self-righteousness ought not to induce other dangerous errors, such as the special military operation in Ukraine. At a personal level, as a friend of the Russian Federation, I am urging you very strongly to cease the special military operation in Ukraine. Peace is a great cause, and great causes have never been won by doubtful men and women. I have full confidence that you, a distinguished son of the magnificent Russian civilization, will weigh carefully what I have written. Let us go forth in peace, security, and prosperity for all. Please do not disappoint me. All the best to you, your family, your government, and people. Stay in touch. Please stay in touch. Sincerely yours, Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.